August 18th to the 24th challenges us on a mental level. We are required to pay more attention to details, be clearer minded and focused. Sudden changes could significantly disrupt our plans. What else can we expect? This is what we shall find out here today. Good morning, bonjour, Michel Karen, astrologer, shaman. Welcome to my channel dedicated to the practical uses of astrology to lead a better life. Friday, August the 22nd, the sun enters Virgo till September the 22nd. Focus, efficiency, as well as a strong sense of responsibility mark this month. We are asked to be more selfless, hardworking, reliable, self-sufficient, respectable, dedicated, and loyal. It is important that we manage our obligations with consciousness and demonstrate high levels of self-control. We are likely to become great at solving problems, especially if they require attention to details, and we derive much satisfaction from performing our duties well. We so dream of mastery and could be so obsessed with the perfection ideal that we may find ourselves a little prone to worry. While self-effacing and shying away from the limelight, we still need to feel useful and appreciated. Our mind is sharper and clearer than usual, enabling us to discover the best ways of refining our technique. This cycle favors people in positions of service, janitors, cleaning people, nurses, etc., as well as those who use their minds, teachers, students, writers, journalists. The emphasis is on being meticulous, analytical, and patient. Acquiring useful knowledge feels important. This is a great period to go back to school to study something that gives us practical skills. It is also the perfect time to pay attention to our health, do a medical checkup, revamp our diet, and reassess our exercise program. An increased sensitivity to our environment brings into focus issues related to odor and cleanliness. And finally, Sunday, August the 24th, the sun is square Uranus. This can be either a wildly disturbing day or a very exciting day, depending on how flexible, innovative, independent, and adventurous we are. Much restlessness marks this day. We rebel against our normal routine, resist restrictions, are maybe a little headstrong, and death to good advice. Freeing ourselves from anything that doesn't support our true self, we need freedom. And we engage in activities that help us assert our uniqueness. We could act in wild, erratic ways that create a lot of disturbances. It could also be that those major changes are precipitated by outside political, social, or economic conditions that we have no control over. But they will shake up our comfort zone and test our strength. Unexpected obstacles could create a lot of tension. Arguments, conflicts, disagreements could cause difficulties in our relationships, leading to sudden separations. Machinery could break down. We could want to move, change jobs, just simply pick up and leave. People are emotionally detached, tend to be independent, maybe inconsistent, and somewhat unreliable, taking little to no responsibility for their actions. Judgments are faulty and superficial. We are easily irritated by others. We could hear from someone from our past, which could all at once create a feeling of excitement and disturbance. A sudden infatuation could shatter an existing emotional commitment. A sense of chaos permeates the atmosphere. We could be tempted to branch out in all directions at once, make premature decisions, and take up maybe an unusual hobby. Making definite plans in this turmoil is close to impossible. If we are too afraid to acknowledge our need for liberation, we could be prone to accidents. So let us be totally honest with ourselves. This transit gives us valuable insights into what is no longer working so that we may eliminate the problem and breathe new life into our existence. Faced with the necessity to handle unexpected situations, we are forced to tap into our inner resources with ingenuity, especially if we had settled for less than what we deserved. We could very well discover aspects of ourselves we never even knew existed. Uranus always awakens us to valuable higher levels of consciousness. A certain revolutionary spirit permeates the atmosphere. Anti-establishment demonstrations are likely to occur. We could completely disregard standard procedures, feel at odds with society, and even totally alienated while we develop a new social consciousness. More than ever, do we need to exercise caution. Weeding out outgrown areas of our life is good only if we are careful to not make rash decisions. Erratic actions could make us discard or even destroy hard earned gains, leading to disastrous long term consequences. We should also resist the temptation to impose our views upon others and avoid being too willful. Sudden, unexpected events or obstacles could completely change our plans. We could also realize that everything we thought we always desired all of a sudden feels rather meaningless. We are likely to feel rebellious against anything that is holding us back from expressing our true individuality. The urge to seek new adventures is strong, but of course it requires that we break old patterns and disrupt boring routines. We may need to reassess quite a lot of things in our lives. This could lead to leaving a job that no longer challenges us, freeing ourselves from a smothering relationship, walking away from a meaningless friendship, transforming a belief that is no longer adequate, moving if where we live no longer corresponds to our needs, or adopting a whole new lifestyle. We crave to be different, yet it is important that we find constructive ways to express our originality. We are likely to develop our inventive genius and are drawn to unusual hobbies. If we adapt gracefully to the inevitable changes and draw upon our inner resources to handle potentially difficult situations in a creative manner, this transit has a very liberating effect. It is wonderful for releasing outgrown conditions, getting rid of what no longer serves us, meeting new people, trying something we've never done before, and moving towards exciting experiences. This transit has the potential to make us stronger, more self assured, and much clearer in our consciousness of what makes us unique. If you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Your comments are always appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to place a thumbs up and hit the little bell to be notified when I upload a new video every Thursday and sometimes another one during the week. Remember, as always, choose your battles, walk in beauty. Thank you for watching. Until next time.